Yo, what up, my dudes? Today I'm going to go over my 5th day in a row of practice with the K.I.S.S Embrace. That's right. I looked up how to say the name. Better watch out. It's getting serious around here. So today we're going to talk about how to practice effectively. And I want to show you guys what the steps are to effective practice. Now, what I want you to do, we're going to go through 4 steps. Each one of these steps that you take is specifically designed to help you learn something within 14 to 21 days. That something could be gaming, it could be fitness, it could be learning a new language. Now, you're not going to be fluent within that amount of time, obviously, but the playing and the habit building is going to be there. So the first thing you want to do, start out slowly. Now, slow motion. Coordination is built within your repetitions. Doing them slowly at a slow pace will help you get them correct. Next up is to focus on the task at hand. What I mean by that is cut out any other extra distractions, anything like your phone or anything like that that might cause a problem or a distraction. Next up, high repetitions with breaks built into your schedule. Yes, take breaks. Doing something for about 20 to 30 minutes or so and then breaking to assess what you just did is a good way to catch errors before they become a bad habit. Last and certainly not least, visualization. This is the equivalent of playing music in your brain without actually playing it. Or in video game terminology, you would be visualizing the map, the win, the location that you're going to take over before the map even begins. For me specifically, with K.I.S.S Embrace, I'm thinking about angles, corners, and drop shotting that I can do with this exotic so that I am ready to hit those shots before I've even begun my gameplay. Now, before you practice anything, there's something that you need to do. We need to set ourselves up for success by putting a goal down on paper. I want you to write it down. Journal it if you need to. One of the concepts I use in coaching is called the K.I.S.S method, which means keep it simple. Stupid? Yeah, I call myself all kinds of names. Anyway, what I want you to do, I'm going to go over my goal. My goal is to get better at K.I.S.S Embrace. That is my main goal. That is the one thing that I'm going to go after. I'm going to spend 14 to 21 days practicing with it, and right now I'm on day 5. Before anything else should be done, we need to go through an initial assessment of what it is that I need so that I can get successful gameplay out of this exotic. So, we're going to take a quick look at what this exotic is. We're going to do some research. So here it is, K.I.S.S Embrace. When you take a look at what it has to offer, skittering stinger, as well as what you need to use it with, it uses a weighted knife. We now know a couple of things in the initial assessment period here of what we're going to have to do to make ourselves practice effectively. Now, bottom tree, gunslinger, way of the sharpshooter, right? The exotic itself works and activates the weighted knife perk when you get 3 rapid precision hits. And then it becomes a really cool, I don't know what you want to call it, a thing that works. So there's 3 main options that you have: pulse rifle, auto rifle, SMG, or you could just use this dude. Here you go, Mr. Crimson. Let's do the thing. All right, so choosing the Crimson, and now next we know that we need Gambler's Dodge, I think it's called. We need the bottom tree, whatever that way of the sharpshooter. What is the Gambler's Dodge? It's not, it's not this one. It's not the pretty twirlies. Yeah, that's the one right there. That's the one we need, the one where you dive roll like an idiot. So we want that specifically so we can gain our weighted knife perk back anytime we dive near an enemy. That's what we're looking for. Now, we go into a game, we begin our practice with the proper mindset. I need you guys to understand that you're not going to be good at this thing the first time you pick it up and try it. You may get some lucky shots, but that is not what you're going after. You go in there with the mindset of 20 or 30 minutes or so with this initial setup that we have right here, and we're going to look for angles. We're going to look to throw as many of these knives as possible within that 20 to 30 minute time period, and we're going to calculate or count how many hits we get. We're going to count up how often we get weighted knife perk. Those are the things that are going to help us become successful, and we need to try to track them. So get a pen and paper and put it to the side. Every time you gain weighted knife perk, make a mark. Every time you get a hit, make a mark. Every time you get a kill with it and the knife comes back to you, make your mark. That's 3 distinct things that we are now looking for improvement with. After 20 or 30 minutes of gameplay, put it down. It should be about 3, maybe 4 games of Crucible. And then track what you had done. Just look at the metrics, look at the numbers, take a look at how well you did. we don't have a goal of, let's say, I wanted to do 100 knives or something like that. This was just, this is where I'm currently at. This is how you would assess how well you're doing with this particular exotic. Okay, that'll let you know if you need to get better with your gunplay so you can get the weighted knife, if you're not dodging enough when you have the ability, how many knives you could throw, and we're going to reassess this every single day. Now, day 1, 20 or 30 minutes, take a break, come back maybe 2 or 3 times after that. It should total about an hour and a half of actual game time and work. Not too bad, not too much. Your breaks are built in, and that way we can assess for bad habits if they're forming before they happen, and that's what we need. Alright guys, I hope you got something out of this today. After my 5th day of using this, I found some really cool angles that I can use to trick my enemies and to get that juicy little crispy kill. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. And remember to practice effectively with intention and purpose.